What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer guys. Back again, MTG Arena action. Picking up where we left off in our Premier Draft. Finally, a nice little start, 3-0 to get things going here. We've got a nice blue-white, I don't even know, Flyers, pseudo-Flyers deck, I guess. Just kind of good value creatures, and with a little tiny splash of red for some really solid removal and a little bit extra card draw. We got 3 Burst Lightning and the Thrill Possibility. We have been pretty solid on our mana. I've been really happy with this. I have been happy with our ability to kind of generate some value with some card draw and some of the creatures that we have. And then we're just really punching in damage through the air. So we got to look to continue to do that and find opportunities to make things work. And so far, it's been going pretty good. Goldvein pick has been absolutely fantastic in this deck, and a couple other things have just panned out quite nicely. We haven't seen probably our best card in Celestial Armor quite yet, but the removal we have had has kept us in the games and certainly let us close out some close ones. So if you didn't catch the draft in the first couple of games, that's up on the channel. We'll take a look at that, and we're going to see if we can build on that here today. Let's get to it. Okay, we got the pick. Got a Burst Lightning. And we're on the draw. I'm feeling okay with this. If we find a blue source, if we don't find a blue source, we're in a little bit of a spot. We have Burst Lightning to kind of keep off a little bit of pressure. And if we can find a blue source or a 2-drop in white, we'll be in good shape. So let's give it a go. We got a decent little top end. We could have a nice little curve here. And we find a Cathar Commando, which we're flashing in. Yeah, Heir Apparent is just going to get Burst Lightning into Oblivion Town. I want to keep the battlefield clear if we can. Ooh. Do I want Adept? Yeah, we flash an Adept. And then Goldvein pick to make it pretty big. Flash this in. Ooh, now we have the armor. We're gonna save the armor. I'm full on pushing for this. They essentially have to block this. They don't have to block it. They're incentivized heavily to block it. We get that. Even if they have a removal spell now, we're up to 4 mana. We're going to be able to Seraph. Do we offer the trade? I think we do. Let's go. See what we got here. They're probably baiting me. We can flash in Cathar Commando and keep the pressure on. That's what I'm going to do. Icewind Elemental. Yeah, that's fine. We find a 4th land here. Do we Celestial Armor? You take this block, right? I think after this we just Sky Mage. We have the resources on our side here, so let's get the Sky Mage out. The Eagle. Right? This is probably just the play. That makes that a 3/3. We attack. We're pretty well situated here. Now we just hold Celestial Armor for any kind of shenanigans that they might have. Savior's pretty good. Makes that a little bit bigger. Problem is they still don't have good blocks. And we're gonna rumble with both. Then I have a follow-up of the Seraph. Do I press this? No, I don't. I'm not sure what they would have, but... yeah, gonna have a 4/4. Buccaneer. Okay. See what blocks are here. That's probably pretty hard for them to overcome. Rabo. Very nice. They attack, they could fleeting the Sovereign. Doesn't kill it, though. I mean, they're still dead. What am I setting up if I block with this? They can bounce it. Fleeting Flight, I guess. Jam. Aetherize here smokes me, but they can't Aetherize. Run away together. Okay. I mean, I still get the Seraph and equip. To end the turn. Good game. Okay. Slowing our pace down there a little bit, but we'll take win number 4. Again, I have really liked Gold Vein pick on the Flyers. It's been very, very effective. And Sky Mage has been everything it is dreamed up to be and more. That was a smart. I'm actually interested. I guess it doesn't. No, it does matter though. Why? Why block the way that they did? Oh, I guess unless in case I have a counter spell. Okay. As I have a counter spell, they're not instantly dead. I'm trying to figure out why run away together with the Eagle. Blocking the Eagle on the Sky Mage and then running away together their blocker. Because if they reset this, I have to then pay for Celestial Armor to re-equip, and the Seraph is still out. It's still tough for them to win, but replaying the Sky Mage comes back, and it's essentially a nothing. It's essentially a 1/1 at that point, and again, they still can't win from that position based on what they drew. But that was an interesting why not run away together. But I think I had the mana up with a card in hand to represent potentially a counterspell. So if I counterspell Runaway together, Sky Mage just ends the game. So okay, kind of a similar position that we were in the last time. We do have Valkyrie. If we find the blue, we're looking pretty decent. I'm gonna try it. Really low curve here. We get started. It gives us 2 of our 3 colors. Just need a blue source here. Healer's Hawk. Healer's Hawk is going to run into, potentially, my Valkyrie. Here's what they play here. Red for a Hunter. Okay. Hunter's going to see my Prideful Parent. And we're going to hold. All right, now I need a blue source, please. Ooh, they got some kitty cats of their own. Okay. We're just mucking this board all the way up. My hope here is that they go for some type of removal spell play on the Valkyrie. Cavalry, okay. Well, now we just save her. Do I trade off the Prideful Parent? I don't think so. I think we're going to find an opportunity here. Prideful Parent now gets out of Burst, Lightnings, Range, Veteran. Okay. I can flash in Adept and Celestial Armor here. That feels pretty good. I have a feeling we're going to see an attack, and I think this is a Cat Collector. Okay. Sure. And let's think. Let's go for some damage here. I think I'm Mocking Sprite, because I kind of want to bait this attack. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Sure. 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 So this gives +2/+0 and flying. We're gonna play the armor. Armosaur Guide only kills one of these. And then we get the Hawk out of the way. And I'm going to put Celestial Armor on Mocking Sprite. That feels pretty big. That feels pretty big. And we just parent again. And then now I can move Celestial Armor onto Savior here. Sure. Yep. They bring in any attacks? Oh. Flashing this in. I could destroy their food. I don't think that's worth it, though. Start with a think twice here. We got 6 damage rolling in the air. We are sitting okay. My only concern here is a full-out attack. Holy Chandra. Okay. Add 3x up top. Deals 8 damage divided between any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. 1, 2, 3, 4. My board's gone. Three, 4, 7, 8. I'll have a 1/1 left. Oh my god, that is brutal. I do have 28 life, but I am in trouble. Yeah, I'm not blocking. I have to do this. Take another big hit. Sky Mage. Banishing like the armor. Yep. It's actually not as big of a blow. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Oh, GG's. Wow. I mean, two just absolute bombs. Can I survive this? Okay, well, I mean, Chandra into Banishing Light into Claws Out isn't something that I can deal with very well. I mean, we put up a valiant fight. This is about that was the only thing, and I really thought about not. Does the dynamic of this game change if I don't do the commando? I don't need to do the Cathar commando. And if I don't do the Cathar commando, it really probably just ends up being a block, but probably blocks down for something like Cat Collector or something that was giving them some extra value. I think we're in a tough spot seeing as we drew a land here. But maybe some blocks go a little bit different, or we get an extra turn with Sky Mage, maybe? I don't know. Being able to repel that first big attack when they created this really wide board was, I'm actually pretty happy with. It's exactly what I wanted to be able to do to get rid of Armasaur Guide. I think the other thing I should have thought about was how I blocked down Armasaur Guide. I wasn't really happy with the double block. And I should have played before blocks. I should have played the armor. That was definitely a mistake, because I think I have better blocks that way, and I'm able to keep. I'm able to have the armor on a more impactful creature, gain more life, because I would have probably put it on our Felidar Savior here, give it flying, be able to kill the Hawk, and then it's on there. Then the attack the next turn gives me some additional life. And I think that was probably my first big mistake, was the block and the setup for that. Not thinking about that I needed flying on before I could declare the blockers. Okay, opponent goes first, but I like our hand. We're going to be able to Sweetwater Cliffs into Plains, Valkyrie, and then kind of go from there. And that feels like it could be pretty good here. Into Mocking Sprite. I was like, oh my god, they're countering my... This represents a good blocker. That represents a great blocker. I think we thrill here. Okay, getting some looting action on early. They must have some extra lands. What are these lands? Cool lands. They show duo. Sure. It's a little bit of a hard creature for me to deal with. Do I adapt? And keep building our board. If I adapt, I can then Prideful Parent. Ooh. Or I can Celestial Armor. Prideful Parent seems like the play. Archmage of Ruins. That's not great. Okay. What I'm hoping they do here... Yep. Yep. I need a removal spell. Throwing something at one of my creatures. think I want to think twice. Did they have a counter spell? I don't know. If they do, they do. Let's get rid of the Archmage here. Run away together? Yep. Cast spells as though they had flash. How much does this help you? Eaten alive. Okay. am actually pretty fine with that. I think Trickster is not great. I'll preserve the life total here. Icewind Elemental here. Maybe draws out a removal spell. But so does the Sky Mage, likely. They're probably just drawing some cards here. The problem I'm running into is... well, I don't really have much of a choice here, I don't think. I don't know, this is a really tough spot to be in. There's a Tragic Banshee. Yeah, so they can keep adding to the board and finding good targets for these things. I'm in a tough spot here. High Fate Trickster is really tough for me to deal with. Yep. I mean, I essentially have to just block like this and left with no board. I'm going to have a hard time winning this game. I mean, I Icewind Elemental here. What does that do for me? Nothing. Good game. The High Fate Trickster was just really difficult. Archmage into High Fate Trickster, very hard for me to deal with. Really, really. And they're just getting they didn't get a ton of value out of Archmage. We answered it pretty quickly, but then being able to play things at instant speed and being able to do the Eaten Alive on my flying blocker was really tough. And then this makes my use of Celestial Armor really awkward. I needed them to be proactive with a removal spell, and on this board state they just don't have to, so this essentially just gets stranded in my hand. Okay, on the play, I don't hate it. We can Crag. We can get the Gold Vein Pick out. Got our colors here. And Prideful Parent. Ah. I see. A man of culture. Or lady of culture? Okay. Not having a land right there. It's pretty tough. If they got a removal spell, I guess we force it. That's kind of a surprise. They must have another one. Stab. Is this gonna get stabbed? It's a 4/3. I don't care about taking 4 damage. They don't have another removal spell? They can get a... They don't have a removal spell for the Sky Mage? Taking 5 damage? 6 damage? I'm... Couldn't actually be more fine with this, especially now. Bake into a pie. That's unfortunate. This makes the rest of their attacks really awkward. Take 9 damage here. If I block the Adept, they're going to fake its own... With the Adept, they're going to fake its own death. Yeah, I think I force it anyways. No, they didn't have it. Huh. Like, I think it's just pick, attack, Light Shell Duo. They have another removal spell. You know. Yeah. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. This is about the worst card that they could hope to see here. You can vampire and deal me 3 more damage and deal me 3 more damage. If I find an answer for, I need an answer for Gourmand here. Okay, what do I do here? I probably... And then do I attack with this? To gain the 2 life? They kill it. It would require a cat collector or a double block. Sure. I still gain the 2 life. I get rid of 2 attackers. A Valkyrie. And end the turn. They're drawing so many cards off of this, and they can make another 1/1 token with the cat collector. Sure. They have 1,000,000 mana. Tiny bones. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna remove 1 of the damage, 2 of the damage. I just couldn't do anything about it. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Vampire Gourmand with Relentless Rats is really nice. And they had just 3 timely pieces of removal. And they were able to just kind of funnel this combination together. That Fiendish Panda getting big early was a little tough. Again, maybe a little aggressive with Burst Lightning on that 3/3 first striker. Guess there's a world in which I put the pick on the Prideful Parent, force the trade, and then when they play Fiendish Panda the next turn, I have Burst Lightning to take care of it. That's probably a better option of trying to work for that trade because this has Vigilance. So I feel like that was probably the turning point, because if I'm able to shut down Fiendish Panda, this game flows a lot differently. They had a nice build. Okay, so we started really clean with 3-0, and then we won one more, and then we dropped 3 after that, probably by some misplays. The deck actually felt pretty good. That's been my most. I'm not tilted. I'm actually quite happy with our performance here in comparison to like the last like 5 drafts I've done, where I've won like 1 or 2 games. It's been really brutal. I think I'm being a little aggressive with my removal, and I don't think this was the deck especially in that last game. I don't think this was the deck to try to push through some damage early. I think try to build out our board. We have the back end kind of sweep, or again, we're able to push damage really effectively in with flyers. So when we get to these weird like board stalemates, I could still be chipping in with a build like this. And I think that last one just kind of shows, like I said, I think it would have been smart to take the pick, put it on the Prideful Parent, attack with this. If they take the trade with the 3/3, that leaves me with a 1/1 to their nothing. And then they play Fiendish Panda. Right immediately after that, we Burst Lightning that. We get the pick, we equip, we attack. 2 damage. We get a treasure token, and then like we're like so far ahead at that point. And I think if I had to point back to plays, there's a few plays I can think about in these 3 losses where I'm like, I should have done something a little bit different. I should have blocked, or I should have played the armor, or I should have utilized the pick and pressed my advantage with that. Or just equip the pick and leave it, although that's not a great situation on the reverse end in that last game because that creature has first strike on its turn. So I like the deck. I actually really am enjoying the blue-white kind of flyers build, especially with some Prideful Parents. Adept certainly performed pretty well in the 2-drop slot, being able to flash it in and then pump it up. We only saw Celestial Armor a few times, and the times that we did, I think we won 1 and we lost 1 game. We couldn't use this as defensively as we would have hoped, and maybe I need to kind of be thinking about that as well. Maybe using this just to push in damage when it makes the sense to try to play it and do that, and maybe using this as a bait for some removal. So some things to think about, some things to learn. Overall, I did like the deck. I'm happy with the 4 wins. Certainly would have liked to pick up at least 1 more to make a few gems, but we go just about even. Right between 4 and 5 wins is essentially lose 100, gain 100, and then everything else is gravy from there. So we'll be back, I am sure, with some more MTG Arena action. Flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe, consider following the channel. We do appreciate all the support. If you've been enjoying these, thank you so very much. We got some fun series going on the channel. We got Shorts series, 25 packs of Christmas, which has been an absolute blast. That's going up every day up until Christmas time. We have a big opening coming on the channel. If you enjoy pack openings for Magic the Gathering, we do that every Wednesday, sometimes randomly throughout the week. Our Shorts is there. We'll have some openings as well. Been doing a whole bunch of Foundations. So if you enjoy that, be sure to check out the playlist. Probably linking something up here in the corner. And just appreciate all the support. Thank you so very much. We'll be sure to catch the next one. Peace.